everyone. How are you all doing today? I hope you are all in a good place, both physically and mentally, because today we need to sit down and have a real heart-to-heart about the future of the sport we love so much. Take a deep breath, grab your coffee, and let's dive into what is happening behind the closed doors of the paddock.
We are currently standing at a very interesting crossroads. As we look toward MotoGP 2026, we are essentially witnessing the final chapter of an era. It is the last hurrah for the current technical regulations that have defined the sport for years. But more than just a change in rules, this feels like a psychological battle between the pursuit of perfection and the need for a level playing field.
If we look back, the story of Ducati is truly a testament to human resilience and engineering genius. I remember back in 2015 when they were just starting to find their footing again. Then came 2017, where we saw that beautiful, intense rivalry between Andrea Dovizioso and Marc Marquez. It wasn't just about the bikes back then. It was about two different philosophies clashing on the asphalt. After the unfortunate injuries faced by Marc Marquez and the brief periods of glory for Joan Mir with Suzuki and Fabio Quartararo with Yamaha, the Desmo Sedici emerged not just as a fast bike, but as the undisputed benchmark of the entire grid. But here is where I want us to think a bit deeper. When one manufacturer dominates so thoroughly, winning 4 rider titles and 6 consecutive constructor titles, it creates a unique kind of pressure. It's a heavy crown to wear. We see Francesco Bagnaia, Jorge Martin, and now even the legendary Marc Marquez all riding this Italian masterpiece. But as a motherly figure in this paddock, I often wonder about the mental toll this takes on the engineers and the riders from other camps, like KTM or Aprilia. How do you keep your chin up when the red beast seems unbeatable?
The shift in 2027 is massive. We are moving from 1,000cc engines down to 850cc. We are seeing a significant restriction on aerodynamics and the total removal of ride height devices. These are the very areas where Gigi Dall'Igna and his team were pioneers. They saw the holes in the rules and filled them with genius. Now, those holes are being plugged.
From a human perspective, I feel for the riders. Imagine being Marc Marquez, a man who has lived through every technical evolution, now having to adapt to a bike that might feel slower or simpler in just a couple of years. And then you have the young blood, the incredible Pedro Acosta. For a talent like Pedro Acosta, these changes could be a blessing. He represents the raw, instinctive style of racing that might shine even brighter when the gadgets are taken away from the bikes. KTM is working tirelessly to ensure they are ready for this reset, and the rivalry between the established legends and the new generation is what keeps Bala Motors so thrilling.
I've always believed that MotoGP is 50% machine and 50% soul. When we talk about the technical side, like the 850cc transition, it sounds cold and mechanical. But think about the rider's safety and their mental health. These current bikes are so fast, so physically demanding, and so dependent on aero that the margin for error is razor thin. By simplifying the bikes in 2027, perhaps we are giving the human element back to the riders. We are allowing them to breathe, to slide, and to rely on their wrists rather than a computer chip.
Domenicali mentioned that Ducati has been through this before, citing their innovations in Superbike back in 2001 and even wings on Nicky Hayden's bike in 2008. They have a history of finding the gap. And honestly, that's what makes this sport burrito viral every single week. We love the drama of the cheat code that isn't actually a cheat code, just brilliant thinking.
As we approach the transition year of 2026, the tension is going to be palpable. Ducati wants to end this era on a high, proving they were the kings of the 1000cc era. Meanwhile, everyone else is already looking at 2027 as their chance for a revolution. It's a game of high-stakes poker, where the players are exhausted but can't afford to blink. So, I want to ask you all, as we look toward the future of this beautiful sport, do you think simplifying the bikes will actually make the racing better? Or are we losing the space-age magic that makes MotoGP the pinnacle of two-wheeled engineering? It's a tough question, isn't it? We are watching history in the making. Whether it's the dominance of Ducati, the resurgence of Marquez, or the meteoric rise of Pedro Acosta, the next few years will define the legacy of Grand Prix racing for decades to come. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Do you think Gigi Dell'Igna will find another weird loophole in the 2027 rules? Or is the era of the Italian monopoly finally coming to an end? Let's talk about it in the comments. Stay healthy, stay kind to one another, and keep your passion for racing alive.